None of us want to ever have to deal with, but some of you probably are dealing with it after Hurricane Florence, and that is exposure to mold, possibly in your houses. And here to talk to us about that today and how to deal with it is Lyle Nearby from AdvantaClean. Good morning, Lyle.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
I talked to you during the commercial break. I bet you guys are busy this time.
We are. We've been busy for the last few weeks. Yeah.
It's an unfortunate situation for people at home, but something you really can't ignore.
No, you definitely can't ignore it. You know, there's things that need to be taken care of. Unfortunately, some people had some flooding in their home, in their crawl spaces, leaky roofs, leaky windows, things of that nature.
Can you tell us a little bit about AdvantaClean and what you all can do to help people deal with this mold exposure?
Yeah, AdvantaClean's a light environmental service company. We specialize in indoor air quality. So what we're doing is coming in and we're looking for areas that need improvement to improve the indoor air quality in the home. So in certain situations like with Florence and there's flooding, we want to get that water out as quick as possible and dry things out so there is no future mold growth.
Okay. I feel like the smell is what probably people notice first. Is there any signs before that smell comes around that you can kind of be a red flag? Okay,
well,
this is mold.
Yeah, mold needs three things to grow. It needs moisture, the right temperature, and a food source.
Okay.
Really, the only thing that we can control is the moisture in our homes. So if things are wet, the most important thing is to get it dried out properly and quickly.
So that's your first step, is getting that water out.
Getting the water out, getting the wet contents out.
Okay.
So if, say, it's your living room and your coffee table got wet, if you want to try and dry it out yourself and there's not a lot of water, maybe take the coffee table outside so it can dry naturally in air after the weather passes. Get some air movement in the living room, get a dehumidifier, start drying the carpet out or whatever flooring they have.
Okay, and you brought some stuff that you may be able to try at home as well. What would you advise?
Yeah, you know, if there is a little, you're suspect that there's a little mold on a wall or furniture, what we advise is just use white vinegar.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, in our research, there's a lot of other home remedies which are great, but white vinegar is the most easy to remember because you don't have to remember two parts of this, one part of that, just straight white vinegar. Wipe it on there. Remember to wear your gloves, wear a mask, protect yourself. Just wipe it down, maybe saturate the area with white vinegar, let it soak in a little bit.
Okay. Well, at what point is it time to, if that doesn't work, is it time to call a professional?
Yeah, if you're really starting to smell a strong odor, if you're looking around your the edges of your room and the molding is starting to bubble a little bit, it's probably got some water behind the walls, and then it's time to call AdvantaClean. We come in, we'll dry it out properly. We'll use whatever protocols are proper in that situation.
One last question for you before I let you go. Black mold, that's the one that we always hear and sounds worrisome. What kind of mold should we be worried about after situations like Florence?
After situations like Florence, you should be worried about all mold, quite honestly. It just needs to be dried out properly. All mold's an allergen. There's thousands of type of molds. Some people are allergic to it, some people aren't. Now there's a handful that are considered toxic molds, which black mold
would be.
Those are the ones that actually grow quickly in the situations of flooding and a lot of water damage.
Okay.
So if you had a lot of water damage, you may want to call and just get it taken care of quickly so you're not living in that environment.
Wow, thank you.